Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and welcome to Tuesday night NXT. We are coming off of a very hot Monday Night Raw, leading towards SummerSlam this final week, and then this weekend, the two-night event of SummerSlam. But even with SummerSlam being a PLE where, a lot of these matches, these rivalries, these feuds come to an end, it feels as though things are just barely getting started. So much going on over on Monday Night Raw with the likes of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, Jada Parker, Roxanne Perez, Scarlett, and Stephanie Vaquer. We had Stephanie debut on the main roster. And well, if she had won her match, she could have gotten a contract. They ended up drawing the match, so I'm not sure how that will go, but we are hoping we can carry on that hot, amazing show onto NXT. As in our first match, we have Charlie Dempsey, accompanied by the NQCC, going up against Psicosis. See, it was in Psicosi's last match against Miles Bourne that, well, I would say, thanks to some help from Charlie Dempsey, Psicosis lost, but at the same time, Miles Bourne did a very good job of fighting for himself. Psicosis was obviously frustrated with the fact that, well, the outsiders were getting involved in the match. If you are not part of the match, you shouldn't get involved. That's exactly what Psicosis is thinking. And tonight, he is looking to avenge himself. He is looking to just shut Charlie Dempsey up and show him, yo, this is why you don't get involved in my matches. This opening up Tuesday nights NXT. Do not forget, we still have a very packed week tomorrow. We have Wednesday Night Evolve and then Friday Night SmackDown. And of course, as I stated just moments ago, Saturday and Sunday, we have the two-night events of SummerSlam, the biggest and hottest party of the summer. But for now, we focus on this match as Charlie Dempsey doing some big damage to Psicosis, not only targeting the back, but also targeting that left arm of Psicosis. However, Psicosis still able to counter a big boot to the back of the head. Not sure if that's fully legal, but Psicosis nevertheless is building some momentum here as he looks to send Charlie Dempsey flying and does so successfully. Psicosis is ready to put an end to this match nice and early. However, more distractions this time from Miles Bourne allow Charlie Dempsey to get back inside. Get back into this match, excuse me. As we saw, Psicosis attacking Charlie Dempsey before the match even started. Wasn't really able to take full advantage of that because Tavion Heights, Miles Bourne, and even Sinclair were all there. The numbers game did not allow Psicosis to take full advantage of that attack. But what he is taking advantage of is the attack inside of the ring. Maybe not for long, as Charlie Dempsey right there able to counter, now sending Psicosis over the top rope. And Charlie Dempsey may look to fly. No, he is not. He is instead removing the padding off the turnbuckle. The referee, I don't think he sees it yet. Charlie Dempsey with a suplex of sorts. I'm not sure what you call that. But Charlie Dempsey is now on the attack, building momentum. A very back and forth match so far. And right now, it is Charlie Dempsey who is in control. And not only is he in control, he may be able to win the match here. He's going to look to do some big damage. The referee stops the focus on the match, finally realizes that he has to fix the padding on that turnbuckle. This could allow one of the NQCC members to get involved, cheat a little bit. The referee distracted. There we go. Finally finished fixing that. And he has his eyes back on the match as Psicosis is able to counter, missing that clothesline. A bit of a slip up right there from Psicosis. Nevertheless, still able to get some damage done, not for long, as Charlie Dempsey looks to target that arm once more, looking for the submission. The referee calls a rope break. Apparently, I'm not sure if I totally agree there. Psicosis able to counter. Charlie Dempsey with a hit back, another counter by Psicosis, and now this could be bad for Charlie Dempsey as Psicosis powerbomb, slamming down Charlie Dempsey. And I don't think Psicosis is finished. He's climbing the top ropes. He wants to put an end to Charlie Dempsey, but no, Charlie Dempsey is able to move out of the way just in time. Nobody home. And while Charlie Dempsey did take a big amount of damage from that powerbomb, he is still in this match. He is still fighting back. This time, nobody home for Charlie Dempsey, but he quickly gets back on the attack. Now picking up Psicosis, delivering the powerbomb of his own. Still though, Psicosis is able to counter. Now it is time for Psicosis to get on the attack once more. As Psicosis looks to grab Charlie Dempsey, sending him into the corner hard. Landing face first. Psicosis wants to put an end to this match, but again, Charlie Dempsey is able to move out of the way, and Psicosis not able to hit that finisher. Instead, it is Charlie Dempsey who will get back on the attack once more. Psicosis, very good job right there of countering and defending himself. Knee drop to the face of Charlie Dempsey. What a fantastic opening match we are having. So much back and forth action. Psicosis right now the man in control, but things to switch quickly as this match has no favorite, has no underdog in all. Psicosis slips. He managed to make some connection, some contact with Charlie Dempsey there, but not enough. I think only a part of his heel ended up hitting Charlie Dempsey, but Psicosis dealt more damage to himself than he did to Charlie. Big mistake right there. He's still on the attack, but that could have cost him the match. Big splash by Psicosis. And now, hopefully for Psicosis, he can put this match away. Leg drop. There it is. Is this enough to put Charlie Dempsey away? 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Psicosis able to avenge himself over his last match where Charlie Dempsey decided to get involved, decided to cost him the match. But tonight, even with Miles Bourne getting involved, it was Psicosis who was able to come out on top, defeating the leader of the NQCC. Charlie Dempsey, congratulations to Psicosis on this big victory here in our opening match. Tuesday night, NXT. Well, next up, we got some hot action. If you thought that first match was incredible, wait for what we have next, as we have some singles action. We have Lexis King, who is looking to, hopefully for him, get some gold back quite soon, whether that's the North American Championship, the Heritage Cup. Heck, maybe he goes for that NXT Championship once again. All I'm saying is Lexis King and this man right here, Eddie Thorpe, both want gold. They both want to move up the rankings. So here they are. The winner surely moves up the rankings quite a bit. Now, I do want to announce that, well, we know the Speed Championships have kind of been on a pause for now. It's difficult to be able to put that time limit on the channel like that, to be able to make those fast matches. So we are implementing a couple new rules. But hopefully sooner rather than later, we will actually be able to see those titles defended here on the channel, as well as multiple titles from AAA, TNA, and all over. That hopefully to come sooner rather than later as we begin this match. Lexis King up against Eddie Thorpe. Both men want gold. Both men want to move up the rankings. Which one will be able to come out on top here tonight, move up the rankings, and maybe if they continue this good momentum, earn a title shot in the next month or two, as Eddie Thorpe is looking for the pinfall. Lexis King able to kick out at 1. Nice and early. However, Eddie Thorpe is not yet finished. He is looking to dominate here tonight against Lexis King. Eddie Thorpe sends Lexis King into the corner. Eddie Thorpe looks to pick him up. And now, Lexis King with a good counter right there as Lexis King not able to get on the attack. Is Lexis King lost? I think he got hit hard. Oh, there it is. He missed his first hit. It looked kind of lost. Might have to check him for a concussion potentially, because what the heck was going on there? As Eddie Thorpe is able to move out of the way just in time. Now I want to go ahead and ask, who do you guys think is going to lose their championship at SummerSlam? We know many people are going to be defending their titles, right? We know a lot of people may be able to do so successfully, but also there's a lot of people who it's not going to be their day, and they're going to lose their championship. Who do you guys think it's going to be? Me personally, I'm not allowed to say, so I'll stay quiet as a rope break is apparently called from the referee. Some more suspicion there. He called a rope break during the Sikosis match. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to turn into a referee in order to make sure these guys ref correctly. Talking about not reffing correctly, KSI last night secured the victory for Logan Paul. He was a special guest referee as Logan Paul faced Drew McIntyre with a very fast count of 1, 2, 3. He was able to give Logan Paul the victory. Well, surely that won't be the end of whatever is going on between Logan Paul, his cocky self, and Drew McIntyre, as Eddie Thorpe sends Lexis King into the barricade. He's going to look to do some big damage. However, Lexis King gets up nice and quickly, and instead, it is Lexis King who is on the attack. Big hits right there by Lexis King, who now looks to do some big damage straight to the face of Eddie Thorpe. Heads inside of the ring. Eddie Thorpe, is he going to be able to get inside of the ring in time? Well, we won't have to worry about that, because a suicide dive by Lexis King not only does big damage to his opponent, but also resets the counts. Lexis King doing some very big damage outside of the ring. Hopefully we don't see a draw out of this. Please step inside of the ring. Lexis King, he may be looking to fly. Lexis King was looking to fly with a huge crossbody, but Eddie Thorpe able to move out of the way in a split second. Crazy reaction time. Somehow, Lexis King is still standing. He's looking to fly. Eddie Thorpe pulling a Samoa Joe, just moving out of the way. And now, Lexis King back on the attack, looking to do some big damage here, looking to put away Eddie Thorpe. 1, 2, but a kick out of 2. What an incredible match we are seeing here. Forget the titles, forget the rivalries. These men just want to move up the rankings at the moment, and they are giving us an absolute banger as Eddie Thorpe may be able to put Lexis King away. Is he going to be able to win the match like this? Eddie Thorpe is not finished. He is not yet looking for the pinfall. Instead, he's going to look to make a big impact, a big splash, maybe a double axe handle, a big crossbody by Eddie Thorpe. And it looks as though he is not yet finished. He is picking up Lexis King. He's going to look to do some more damage. Not inside of the ring, though, as Eddie Thorpe looks to fly once more. Big splash outside of the ring. Lexis King may be out cold. Eddie Thorpe should be able to get this victory. If only he looks for the pinfall. No, Lexis King able to counter, now sending Eddie Thorpe inside of the ring. That was definitely a big mistake, trying to do just a little too much damage. Should have looked for the pinfall, and maybe he could have pulled it off, or at least caused Lexis King to waste more energy by kicking out. Instead, he searched for more, and now Lexis King may be able to win the match. A huge crossbody. Eddie Thorpe is barely hanging on now. Just when we thought he was in control, it is now back to Lexis King being in control. The referee quickly fixing the turnbuckle, the padding on the turnbuckle. Eddie Thorpe somehow able to counter. He's looking for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kick out by Lexis King. The referee distracted. Lexis King, I think he felt as though his time was coming soon, distracting the referee, and now he may be able to get the victory. He may be able to be the one to pin down his opponent for 3. Eddie Thorpe has had all the chances to win the match, but it has not been enough. Whether it's searching for too much or distractions, he may be put away by Lexis King here. No! Kick out at 1 by Eddie Thorpe as this match continues. Lexis King is not finished though. He is in control as he picks up Eddie Thorpe. Counter though, as Eddie Thorpe may be able to deal some big damage here. Big kick to Lexis King, now sending him to the other side of the rope. Big punch, dropping Lexis King. And now Eddie Thorpe is going to look to fly double axe handle to the floor. Eddie Thorpe is not yet finished. This is what cost him last time, and it allowed Lexis King to get back into the match. However, this time, very quickly, Eddie Thorpe is going to look to put this match away. He isn't finished yet. This could be a severe mistake. He keeps searching for more. This could be bad as some big kicks by Eddie Thorpe. He still is in control, but eventually he has to look for that pinfall, because that's the way you win your matches, not by beating up your opponent more and more. There it is. This may be the end to Lexis King as he looks for the pinfall. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, and there it is. Eddie Thorpe took a little longer than he should have, honestly. But nevertheless, he moves up the rankings as he's able to defeat Lexis King here tonight in a fantastic banger of a match. Congratulations to both men for such an incredible match, but most importantly, congrats to Eddie Thorpe for the victory, and congrats for moving up the rankings as Eddie Thorpe celebrating, and maybe soon he can see some gold in his future. As now we move on, we have Izzy Dame. Let's go ahead and hear what she has on her mind and what she has to say. I'm here to call out Saraya. She became NXT Women's Champion. Well, guess what? I think you are the most beatable champion ever. So how about at the next PLE, me and you face to Saraya looking to interrupt. Let's go ahead and hear her out. Most beatable champion. Well, let's do it then. Forget this nonsense talk. Forget any of that. If you want to get it done, me and you, I'd be happy to whoop your butt. I'll prove to you why I'm the champion. What do you say then? Fine, let's do it. And whoa, not only is she accepting the title match, she is also looking to attack Saraya. I believe our next PLE is going to be NXT No Mercy. And apparently, it is confirmed that Izzy Dame and Saraya will battle it out for the NXT Women's Championship. And Izzy Dame trying to send the message through, slipping right there, completely missing Saraya. Not a good look if you want to call Saraya the most beatable champion, yet you can't even beat her in a brawl. As Saraya, big damage there. Izzy Dame calling out Saraya, calling her easily beatable. Izzy Dame thought she could get that quick victory and become NXT Women's Champion. But right now, as she tried to get a little cheap shot to Saraya, it really is Saraya showing Izzy Dame why she's champion. Maybe not for long, as Izzy Dame looks to get that kendo stick involved. Big damage being done onto Saraya. Izzy Dame continuing, oh maybe not for long. Big boots by Saraya. And now this could be it. Headbutt, 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 and another headbutt. Oh wait, excuse me, that was not a headbutt. Maybe a couple of those were. But there were also some punches in there. But forget about headbutts or punches. A big spear to put away Izzy Dame. Saraya giving us potentially a little preview of what is to come in their championship match. But next up, we have a very important match for this man, Javon Evans. Yeah, Shawn Spears call him out and basically say, you're not going to succeed unless you choose to stop living for the WWE Universe and start living for yourself, right? Stop showing that mercy. He's basically saying, yo, you got to be a bad guy. And that's basically what he's saying. And tonight, if Javon Evans loses, he has to do exactly that, as Shawn Spears, Javon Evans, set to battle it out in this match. However, Shawn Spears attacking Javon Evans. I mean, we had to see this coming. Shawn Spears wants to show Javon Evans the darker side, the right side, according to Shawn Spears, in order to win and get championships. Well, of course, he's gonna cheat his way to it as he breaks that candlestick on Javon Evans. Javon's still able to get up. Not for long, as he is quickly knocked back down by Shawn Spears. There it is. Javon Evans still able to fight back. We have Nico Vance and Brooks Jensen just spectating, just watching. Surely they got some order by Shawn Spears to not get involved in this little brawl. I mean, Shawn Spears is already cheating by attacking Javon Evans before the match even starts. So then adding that 3v1, well, it surely would not be fair, as Shawn Spears is just beating down and assaulting Javon Evans before the match can even start. And this is not good, because he can simply throw Javon Evans inside of the ring, start the match, get the 3 count, and then Javon Evans is going to have to turn to this bad side. I don't think Javon Evans is going to be happy with the way that Shawn Spears is moving in this match, as finally the bell has rung, the match has started, and Shawn Spears wants to put Javon Evans away. However, Javon Evans, he has heard that bell, and he is fighting back. Shawn Spears not finished though either. We saw a little bit of life back into Javon Evans, but not for long, as Shawn Spears quickly knocking him back down out. We have Shawn Spears with a big kick to the face of Javon Evans, looking to climb that middle rope. Somehow Javon Evans is still standing. Shawn Spears with a huge double kick onto the upper body of Javon Evans. Big boot to the face. Shawn Spears showing Javon Evans the way he has to move around from now on if he wants to become a champion. As we know, Javon Evans lost the opportunity to become the new NXT champion, losing to El Hijo de L.A. Park. But hold on, he may be proving that his way is better, as Shawn Spears maybe put away no kick out at 2. Javon Evans, though, is still in this match. Shawn Spears beat down and took advantage of a basically disabled Javon Evans who couldn't fight back, and still isn't able to put him away, as Javon Evans is somehow still fighting back. Javon Evans was looking to crawl to the ropes to help himself get back up. Shawn Spears not allowing that. Instead, Shawn Spears is going to look to do some more damage onto Javon Evans. And Shawn Spears is not finished. We thought Javon Evans had some life back in him, and while he did for a moment, that beatdown before the match left him at a disadvantage, and now Shawn Spears has just shown Javon Evans the right way to win. And this could mean that Javon Evans is going to have to join that darker side. He's going to stop taking that, right route. He's going to start taking shortcuts. It wasn't the right way that Javon Evans would even like to lose if he would have lost a normal match. I'm not sure what this means for Javon Evans for the calling, but Shawn Spears able to get the victory. A cheating victory, but nevertheless, he gets the victory against Javon Evans. Well, next up, we have a very, very spectacular match. we have a #1 contenders match for the NXT Women's North American Championship, currently held by Zoruka, who has been in phenomenal form when it comes to defending her championship. So much so that she was saying, yo, no one can beat me. There's no one really next in line, so I'm going to pick out, the woman which I think could potentially be next in line. They're going to have to battle it out in a battle royal, and the winner gets to face me at NXT No Mercy. And first up in this match is Thea Hale. She has been on fire. She has had a couple stumps in her road, in her path. One of them being a loss to Izzy Dame, but after that she got her redemption and beat Izzy Dame. And besides that, Thea Hale has been undefeated, I believe, except for that loss, which she didn't lose because she was a worse superstar. In fact, someone had to get involved. I believe it was Katana Chance who got involved in order to cost Thea Hale the victory. So Thea Hale looking very good in this match. Next up is Kalani Jordan, former North American champion. She's already gotten a chance against Zoruka and failed. Maybe this, I believe, would be second time if she gets that title match. Could be the charm for her. Next up, we have Cora Jade, who, I have to know, she only shows up for these #1 contenders matches. She isn't out here week in, week out, fighting for a position, fighting for championships. She seems to just kind of show up and sometimes win, as she was able to face Stephanie Vaquer for the NXT Women's Championship a while back by winning a #1 contenders match. Next up, we have Lola Vice. What a big win it could be for Lola Vice here tonight to be able to fight for that North American Championship. It would be a very big victory. She has been gaining lots of momentum. While we haven't been able to showcase it here on the channel, Lola Vice has been dominating AAA wrestling. She goes there almost every week, and she destroys her opponents, whether it's Lady Flamer or Abby Apache, right? All these different superstars over from AAA, no matter who it is. Lola Vice has been dominating. Hopefully she can carry that out over here. As next up, Gigi Dolan. We have not seen from her in a while. A lot of these women, well, to be honest, just gonna call them out, they aren't necessarily here week in, week out battling it out. I think the only one who really has been is Thea Hale, and potentially you could add Kalani Jordan into the mix, and that's why those two are going to be my favorites to win the match, just because they've been here. They've been putting the work in. I understand Lola's situation since she's traveling to AAA, but even then, you are under NXT contract. You should prioritize, oh my gosh, I can't speak, NXT. But for example, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, I rarely see them. Therefore, my favorites are Thea Hale and Kalani Jordan for this match. Talking about Thea Hale, she may be able to eliminate Gigi Dolan, and she does. Thea Hale with the first elimination of the match. Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Cora Jade, and Kalani Jordan are who remains. However, Lola Vice may not be in it for much longer, as Thea Hale, with the help of Cora Jade, is able to eliminate Lola Vice. And now, very quickly, only 3 superstars remain: Kalani Jordan, Cora Jade, and Thea Hale. As Kalani Jordan trying to eliminate Cora Jade, Kalani Jordan not able to do so, still fighting. Thea Hale just watching. Now looks to grab Kalani Jordan. However, first it is Kalani, sends her to the ropes. Cora Jade is there to interrupt. This match is going by quick as Thea Hale looks to now eliminate Kalani Jordan. Is she going to be able to do it? Yes, she is. Another elimination for Thea Hale. And we are left to a 1-on-1 Cora Jade. Thea Hale. Thea Hale, who has been working her butt off in order to earn opportunities like this. And she is not going to let this opportunity slip. She is moving like a maniac now, looking to eliminate Cora Jade. Can she become the #1 contender to the Women's North American Championship? Not yet. As Cora Jade may shatter her dreams. Not everything is a Disney movie. Cora Jade has already won one of these matches before. She failed to become champion. And surely, even though she lost, she gained a lot of experience from that as Thea Hale. With some big damage done to Cora Jade there. As now Thea Hale, elbow drop. Cora Jade may be in serious problems right now. Thea Hale is looking for the submission, maybe not for long. Cora Jade able to escape right there. Thea Hale able to counter, picking up and slamming down Cora Jade. And Thea Hale is proving exactly why you must show up and show out every damn week. Thea Hale has been on fire no matter who the opponent. She has given it her all in 2 nights. All that hard work may pay off. Big damage onto Cora Jade. Thea Hale looking to pick up Cora, looking to throw her over the ropes. Can Thea Hale become the #1 contender to the Women's North American Championship? What a story it would be, fighting every week to #1 contendership, but no, instead Cora Jade still able to fight back. But Thea Hale is and finish a big splash onto Cora Jade. Thea Hale giving it her all. However, Cora Jade still wants that #1 contendership. She is back on it. Big punches to Thea Hale as Cora Jade looks to do some big damage. I'm surprised it wasn't Cora Jade who went to go tag team with Roxanne Perez. We know they had the little breakout at Stand and Deliver, but nevertheless, they were still tag teammates and champions, if my memory serves me correct. What a reunion that would have been. But I guess Roxanne Perez did, well, burn that bridge between those two. Maybe one day they'll reunite as a tag team. Thea Hale back on the attack, doing big damage onto Cora Jade. As Thea Hale is not yet finished. Cora Jade keeps fighting back though. What is Thea Hale gonna have to do to finally shut down Cora Jade? On the other hand, what is Cora Jade gonna have to do to shut down this beast that is Thea Hale? As Cora Jade is fighting back this submission hold, able to escape. Somehow Cora Jade is still fighting back. And now Cora Jade gonna look to send Thea Hale flying. No, instead it is Cora who is sent flying. She's able to move out of the way of Thea Hale though, as this match became a one-on-one quite quickly, but since then it has been a freaking war. The other women were eliminated almost with ease, but once it came to these final two, we have a spectacular showdown as Cora Jade is charging up. She may be able to put Thea Hale away. She may be able to do it with a little bit of a different DDT. And now Cora Jade may be able to become the #1 contender. No, Thea Hale able to throw Cora Jade over. Cora Jade somehow still rolls inside of the ring. However, Thea Hale is third time the charm, looking to throw Cora Jade over the ropes. And there it is. Thea Hale is your new #1 contender to the NXT Women's North American Championship. What a final 1v1 these two women gave us. But at the end, it was Thea Hale who came out on top. Congratulations to Thea Hale, your new #1 contender for the NXT Women's North American Championship. What a match that was. Now we have our NXT champion, El Hijo de Elia Park. Let's see what this man has to say. Let's go ahead and hear him out. I am looking for an opponent to face at NXT No Mercy. Whether I need to set up a #1 contenders match or whether they decide to come interrupt me, I am ready for whoever. So if you want an opportunity at my title, come and get it. And it looks like we have an instant answer from Miles Bourne. Let's go ahead and hear him out. I have to say, first and foremost, congratulations. You have been able to defend that title like the insane champion that you are. However, I want to take you up on that opportunity. I want to go ahead and face you for that NXT championship, because I truly do believe that one day I will be champion, and that day could be very soon. Alright, let's do it. And it looks like this match is also going to be set for NXT No Mercy. Miles Bourne, the challenger, facing the NXT champion, El Hijo de Elia Park, for that NXT championship. NXT No Mercy is looking to be a fantastic PLE, but next up, we have some tag team action. First up, we have, representing the family, Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. These guys once held lots of gold. For example, Tony D'Angelo, North American champion, Heritage Cup champion. Now it is only Luca Crucifino, who's part of the family, who holds gold at the moment. And it looks like now maybe the family's going for some of that tag team gold. But in their way here tonight, we have Gallus. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. I don't remember the last time that Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo teamed up together. I know not too long ago, Luca Crucifino and Stacks teamed together. They lost. Will the outcome be the same or different now that Tony D'Angelo is here? As it is Wolfgang and Tony D'Angelo who get this match started up for us. Who will be able to come out on top? As at the moment, the tag team division has been ruled by 3 teams: Dark States, the Hardys, and their current champions, Hank and Tank. That's really about it. So maybe one of these teams, whoever gets the victory, can be that 4th to spice up that title scene just a little bit more, because things have already been interesting with Dark States, with the Hardys, who they've both gotten title matches, but they keep getting involved in each other's matches, ruining their opportunities. And thanks to that, Hank and Tank have still been able to retain their championships over and over again. So, maybe, just maybe, you gotta pull off Dark State versus the Hardys versus Hank and Tank, right? Put an end to all these shenanigans outside, backstage. Just end it off. Every team inside of the ring, winner takes all. That's just my crazy idea. We'll have to see, as we have Channing Stacks Lorenzo able to kick out right there at one nice and early. However, it is still Wolfgang who is on the attack and dominating quite easily here tonight. As still more to come later this week. Obviously, gotta get used to this. Can't lie. Wednesdays now we have Evolve, and on Friday, of course, Friday night SmackDown, and then the very much anticipated tonight PLE, the hottest and biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam. Multiple championships defended. Potential new champions crowned. Rivalries just getting started. Others ending. That is all going to be coming down this weekend in our 2 nights PLE. But for now, we continue our focus as now Tony D'Angelo inside of the ring. He is quickly smacked down by Mark Coffey, who is now looking to charge up, looking to continue to do some big damage. And at the moment, it is Gallus who are fully in control. Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo not able to do anything at the moment as Mark Coffey and Wolfgang are on top of their game here tonight in this tag team action. Talking about the family, Luca Cusafino has been doing a very good job of defending that championship, that NXT Heritage Championship. Last week over on Evolve, he was able to have an absolute banger against Evolve superstar Trill London, where still Luca Cusafino was able to come out on top. And I have heard a couple words backstage saying it is not over, in the sense that Luca Cusafino is not done defending that title. He may look to be defending that title almost weekly. Next week, he is going to defend his champion, as tomorrow, oh, sorry, I'm all over the place. As tomorrow on Evolve, I've heard some rumors, not sure if it's confirmed, but there is a very big possibility that Luca Cusafino defends that Heritage Championship against a main roster superstar. Everyone wants to be all over Evolve. It is the talk of the town. Everyone has their eyes on Evolve. That includes the main roster. Someone from the main roster is looking to get some action in Evolve and potentially become the new NXT Heritage Champion. That, of course, just a rumor, not confirmed just yet, as Luca Cusafino is going to have a big challenge ahead of him if that ends up becoming official. But at the moment, Tony D'Angelo was in control. Not for long as Mark Coffey able to move out of the way, now making the tag to Wolfgang, who is now full of rage and now wants to put Tony D'Angelo away in order to end this match. No, Tony D'Angelo able to counter now, picking up Wolfgang, sending him flying with a little modified suplex tag made to Channing Stacks Lorenzo. As finally the family seems to have woken up a little bit, fighting back a little bit more than they were at the beginning of the match. Still Wolfgang doing some very big damage. Maybe not for long as Channing Stacks Lorenzo with the big boots onto Wolfgang, now looking for the pinfall. One. Quickly broken up by Mark Coffey as this match continues. However, Channing Stacks Lorenzo is not yet finished. He wants to do some more damage onto Wolfgang in a stop of sorts. Looking like Seth freaking Rollins. 2, 3, there it is. The family gets the victory. What a big win for Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. What a way to win it. They started off the match as underdogs, cannot lie. But at the end, when it mattered most, they were able to get that 3 counts. They were able to get the victory. And maybe soon they can start looking to get involved in that title scene. Give us a break of Darkseid and the Hardys. Maybe we can see the family facing Hank and Tank for this NXT Championships, Tag Team Championships. Well, next up, we have the former World TNA Knockouts Champion, Masha Slamovich. She defended her title against Jordan Grace, failed to successfully defend it, as Jordan Grace became the new TNA Knockouts Champion. And tonight, she has asked for a match. Is apparently what I heard the rumors backstage. This is a little bit more confirmed. She wants a title match. She said, I gave Jordynne Grace a title shot, no questions asked. She didn't even let her earn it, simply gave it to her. I think I deserve a match to be given to me. However, I have a little self-respect. I understand I lost, and I still need to gain some momentum back. And that's why Masha Slamovich is looking to get some matches in NXT. And then she's going to call her shots and then go for the title. It looks like that is the plan for Masha Slamovich. As here tonight, she faces off against Nikita Lyons, another woman who was involved with that NXT North American Championship, but also fell short to Zoruka. Now that we have the number one contender, Thea Hale, will she be able to switch up, this momentum from Zoruka, and will Thea Hale continue her momentum, only losing one of her last, however, matches? As we begin this match, it is a big match. Masha Slamovich versus Nikita Lyons, as Masha is going to look to build some momentum and then call out a champion, whether that's a rematch for the TNA Knockouts Championship, whether it's for Zaraya's NXT Championship. I don't know what she's going to look to, call out for. Is it going to be all three? Who knows? Point being, Masha Slamovich wants some gold back, but at the moment she understands that she lost a big match against Jordynne Grace, and she's going to have to not only earn her spot back up to the top, but she has to earn some momentum, gain some of that confidence back before she can jump straight into the title scene. And good for Masha Slamovich, that is humble enough to be able to, realize that maybe she isn't ready to go straight for the rematch. Maybe she isn't ready to go for any other title. She needs to build some momentum. Very good for Masha Slamovich, as very easily picking up and dropping down Nikita Lyons. As Masha Slamovich now sending Nikita flying. And Masha is not finished. She was looking to fly. However, Nikita Lyons able to move out of the way just in time. Nikita Lyons accidentally hitting the ref there. Now shaking her booty. What the hell is going on there? Big distraction from Nikita Lyons, distracted by herself, allowing Masha Slamovich to be able to get back into this match and back in control. As Masha Slamovich awaits Nikita Lyons, who is slowly getting up. Now Masha looks to pick up Nikita once more and looks to slam her down. Masha Slamovich in control, doing very big damage to Nikita Lyons. However, Nikita trying to get back into this match with a suplex to Masha Slamovich. Nikita Lyons looking for a big stomp onto the stomach of Masha Slamovich, quickly countering though. And now Masha Slamovich once again seems to be in control. Maybe not for long, maybe for longer. There's a reverse right there, dropping a modified DDT. Nikita's face maybe bleeding right there. I think I see some blood. Big damage done by Masha Slamovich. And now things could be getting tricky for Nikita Lyons. She is still fighting back at the moment. Big kick. Hold on. Masha Slamovich maybe put away one. Two, but a kick out of two. Thank goodness, because what a scary kick that was. I thought Masha Slamovich was going to be knocked out cold, but she is still in this match. And now we have some back and forth action. As a good friend of mine says, a hockey fight has just broken out. Nikita Lyons, Masha Slamovich, back and forth, but it is Masha Slamovich with a big kick who is able to drop Nikita Lyons. And now Masha Slamovich charging up a big tombstone pile driver, whatever you want to call it, looking for the pinfall. There it is. Masha Slamovich with a big statement victory. And she is going to look to keep riding on this momentum, keep building it up, and soon she will be coming back for gold, whether it's TNA gold, NXT gold, I'm not sure. But one thing is true. Her future is set clear. Masha Slamovich wants gold. Congratulations to her for that victory, but it is now time for the main event of the night. We have our NXT North American Champion, Cutler James, battling it out, and I'm surprised he's coming out here alone, as tonight's no title on the line. But what is on the line is if he loses, surely his opponent gets a title match. Cutler James tonight off against Ridge Holland here in our main event of the night. Looking to close off what has been an incredible Tuesday night NXT with this main event, which hopefully, lives up to the expectations. Ridge Holland versus Cutler James. Once again, as I just mentioned, while there is no title on the line, if Ridge Holland is able to get the victory against Cutler James, surely he earns a title opportunity. We know what Ridge Holland can offer. We know what he is capable of. Can he deliver in this big stage, in this main event? Can he get the victory and earn himself a title match? And if he beats the champion, by the time that championship match comes, you're going to have that confidence of saying, I've already beat this man once, I can do it again. However, I'm going to have to slow my own horses there. Realize that Ridge Holland has to focus on one thing at a time. And that first thing is tonight's main event. Ridge Holland versus Cutler James. Who will come out on top? Will it be the NXT North American Champion representing Dark States? Or will it be Ridge Holland? Again, I am surprised that we don't see Mr. Sugars out here. That we don't see Osiris Griffin. That we don't see Dion Lexton out here. Cutler James is out here alone, and that is a good thing for Ridge Holland, knowing that the numbers game are not at a disadvantage for him. Right now, things are evened out, but no, with Dark States, knowing how they are, they could come out under the ring from the crowd, from the entrance at any point during this match. They could quickly get involved and secure that victory for Cutler James. So, Ridge Holland, as much as you have to focus on Cutler James, as much as you have to focus on the match, you also have to focus on the fact that the rest of Dark State could pop out of nowhere. As Cutler James removing the padding off the turnbuckle, not only off of one turnbuckle, but now another. Big damage is what Cutler James wants to do as he sends Ridge Holland straight into the unpadded turnbuckle. Ridge Holland was looking for a spear of sorts, but Cutler James able to move out of the way, sending Ridge Holland into the unpadded turnbuckle once more. Now looking for the pin for 1, 2, but a kick out at 2 from Ridge Holland as well. Finally, the referee able to notice that the padding is missing off the turnbuckle. However, since Cutler James removed the padding, now removing the padding off of a third turnbuckle, but since Ridge Holland removed the padding off of 2, while the referee's fixing one, Cutler James can still use the other. And now as the referee fixed one, he unpads another. Cutler James, we know he's part of the Dark States. We know they love their trickery, their cheating, their scumbagness, but it may cost him as 1, 2, 3. I think Cutler James could have got the victory there. He realized that, well, he couldn't get the 3 count since the referee was distracted thanks to his own shenanigans. As this match then continues, Ridge Holland once again sent into the empty, unpadded turnbuckles. I mean, is there a limit to how this can be used? Can you just end the match to disqualification? He's practically using a weapon as the referee once again now putting the padding back on that turnbuckle. Cutler James removing the padding off of another turnbuckle. We saw it costing him the match just moments ago. He could have easily got the 3 count. Instead, he wants to continue cheating his way into dealing damage. Looking for the pinfall once more. Kick out by Ridge Holland. But I guess this is the Dark State way. It's not about having a great match and winning nicely. It's not about, that long journey to the championship. It's about taking shortcuts and cheating your way to it. But it may cost him as Ridge Holland is fighting back, and he may be able to pin the champion for a 3 count. No, Cutler James able to very quickly kick out of that for a split second. I did think that Ridge Holland could have put Cutler James away, but no, the North American champion able to kick out at 1, and now it is back to Cutler James being in control as this match continues. Big stomps by Cutler James as Ridge Holland there slipping up a little bit, not looking too good on his end. Just a quick reminder that tomorrow we still have WWE Evolve streaming now every Wednesday on the channel. We gotta promote it to let you guys know that this new show that is now being shown on the channel, it is something that you do not want to miss. We've already seen Natalya down there on the premiere episode. There is rumors that another main roster superstar will face Luca Crucifino for the NXT Heritage Championship tomorrow. As I said before, Evolve is the talk of the town. You don't want to miss it. That is tomorrow night, Wednesday night. Evolve, as at the moment, Ridge Holland doing some big damage onto Cutler James outside of the ring. Quickly countered as Ridge Holland is sent into the barricade. Now Cutler James is sent into the barricade. Ridge Holland hops inside of the ring. Referee's count. Referee distracted. Maybe Ridge Holland could have won by count there, but however, the referee had to fix the batting off the turnbuckle, stopped his counting, and now Cutler James able to get back inside of the ring, not worrying about the count. Ridge Holland hops outside in order to catch his breath. Cutler James thought he was going to look to fly. I think he decided to back off right there at the last moment. Cutler James sends Ridge Holland finally into a padded turnbuckle. I bet as much as that hurt, I bet that felt a lot better to Ridge Holland than all the other times. Ridge Holland with a counter, a modified suplex onto Cutler James. Now looking for the pinfall. Can he get the victory? No. A very quick kick out by Cutler James. Now Cutler countering, slamming down Ridge Holland and looking for the pinfall. 1, 2. Oh, but a kick out at 2 by Ridge Holland. Cutler James quickly able to counter right there. Quickly able to pick up and slam down Ridge Holland. Ridge still able to kick out and now able to counter. Now dropping Cutler James. And the tides have turned. Now Ridge Holland could be the man to put this match away. Can he get the victory here? Ridge Holland looking to stun the WWE Universe and defeat. No! A kick out at 1 by the North American champion Ridge Holland, throwing everything he can at Cutler James, but still it is not enough to beat him somehow. Cutler James able to kick out, and now Cutler looking for the pinfall. 2, 3, there it is. Cutler James with a big victory. Ridge Holland almost got it, but in the end, it was the NXT North American champion who was able to get that 3 count, able to get the victory here in our main event tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Fantastic Tuesday night NXT. Tomorrow, we have Wednesday Night Evolve. Make sure to tune in.